Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Nicolene, and welcome to my channel. Yeah, what a day it has been. It's a Monday, it's a beautiful day. Yes. So today I wanted to speak about Sarah in the Bible. So over the weekend, the topic of Sarah came up and how she was barren for so many years and how she then had a child at 90. And I've always heard the teaching in church, and it never really landed with me that she had a child at 90. It always was, okay, she had a child at 90. And then over the weekend, I had a conversation with my daughter, and it came up, it just hit me like a ton of bricks that we as women, we get all our eggs, and then every month we get our menstrual cycle and we um, let an egg go, and life goes on until we don't have any, and then we go into menopause, we don't get periods anymore, everything is done. If that's how I understand the cycle, I might be wrong. But for Sarah, for say for instance, her cycle stopped at 50. For 40 years after that, there was no reason for her to believe that it will still come to pass, that she will still give birth, that she will still have a child, that she will still be pregnant, and she will still feel that. For 40 years, I'm 40 now, about to turn 41. So for my lifetime, she has had to see other women in her circle, in her area, giving birth, being there, hearing the babies cry, helping other people babysit. She's had to do that for 40 years after her cycle. So before that, she still had hope here and there, that this is possible for her one day. And then everything stops. And she had no more reason left. She had nothing left. Everything is over, everything is done. She's seen gray hair come in, she's seen her body sagging, she has seen it all. And for some reason, um, there was no evidence that it was ever going to happen. And I don't know about you, but from where I'm sitting, I would have probably just been okay with not having a child anymore. Okay, it's not for me. Isn't that what we say sometimes? It's not for me. It's not in my path. It's not in God's plan for me. And then at 90, she falls pregnant. She has a child at 90. After 40 years of knowing that it's definitely not possible, after knowing that it's definitely not in her path because nobody else has done it. And how many seasons have we gone through that nobody else has done it? How many seasons have we been in that there's nobody else that has done it before us? And that is what was sitting with me, is that nobody else has done it, but she had to go through it. She had to sit in it. She's made a couple of mistakes before. She's tried to figure it out on her own before. And I think that sometimes speaks from our point of desperation. God takes too long. All the other signs are gone. The signs that it was actually going to happen, it doesn't exist. So let me try to do this because I can help God along. Isn't that what we sometimes also think we can do? And at 90, she has this miracle and she gives birth and it's a son at 90, after 40 years of knowing that it's never been done before. After 40 years of knowing that there's no more cycle, that there's nothing happening to her body, that she's in menopause, that she is having hot flushes and cold flushes, and she's moody and she's up and down for 40 years, where the years before that, she still had a little bit of, okay, I'm still getting my period. So that is what I want to come to you today with, is that We sometimes think because it looks like there's nothing that's going to make it come true, it's nothing that's going to make it be possible, that because we are humans, we stop believing at 50. We are human, we stop believing for that child to change at 50. We stop believing for that job because at 50 that's the benchmark. God lives in eternity. That's what I come to tell you today. God doesn't live in time. God doesn't live in it's 1 o'clock now. I need to get it done. God lives in eternity. And living in eternity, there's no time with God. The only time He has, the only phrase, the only reference that He has is eternity. And we sometimes forget that. So for today, just think about it. Just allow yourself to think about it. Allow yourself to dream about it. Allow yourself to ask, what if after 50, this is still possible? That was Sarah's 50. That's the 50 that I put in my imagination. But for you, what if there's no sign of it happening, but it is still possible? There's no eggs, there's no period, there's nothing, but it is still possible. Because we serve a God of the impossible. We serve a God that can part waters. We serve a God that can close lions' mouths. Imagine that. That's the God that we serve, the God that can make it possible even when there's no sign of it. That's the God that we serve. So for today, let's just sit in it. Let's just sit in the impossibility that there is, but God makes everything possible. Let's just enjoy God making it possible. Allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to believe, even if it's just for today, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Allow yourself to see what if it were to come to pass. What if God brings that child out of that darkness? Just allow yourself for today, for 5 minutes, for 2 minutes. Just allow yourself to walk by faith. Just allow yourself to walk by faith just for 5 minutes. What does it look like? How does it feel like to believe in God on that level? My name's Nicolene. Have a good day.